FBI Season 7, Episode 5, Pledges opened the door for Jubal Valentine, Jeremy Sisto, to potentially leave the series. Throughout the episode, Jubal focuses on finding and arresting the person who murdered a college student during a chaotic protest related to migrant rights. The FBI must work with the NYPD to solve this case and close down the drug trafficking ring on campus that might be related to it, as well as with FBI's newest team member Sydney Ortiz. Although Jubal does excellent work throughout Pledges, his job is at risk because of the personal favor he asks for at the beginning of the case. Jubal's son, Tyler, is among a group of student activists who have been arrested for trespassing and related offenses during the protest, and Jubal uses his status as an FBI agent to convince an NYPD cop to let Tyler go. Jubal has been part of the FBI cast since the show's beginning, but this choice puts him at risk of being fired for abusing his power. FBI Season 7, Episode 5 ends with Jubal's job on the line. He is suspended and must face a hearing about his actions. FBI Jubal facing Lieutenant Marcus with his hands on his hips at the scene of the crime. Jubal's behavior around Tyler's arrest leaves him vulnerable in several respects. His contact at the NYPD uses it as leverage, implying he will tell the higher-ups if Jubal doesn't do what he wants in regard to the case, and Isabel almost walks in on the meeting. Later, the situation gets more dire for Jubal when Isabel receives a call from the NYPD commissioner complaining about Jubal's abuse of power during this incident. Ultimately, Isabel suspends Jubal and refers the matter to the Office of Professional Responsibility for an internal investigation. Jubal objects to this on the grounds that the NYPD isn't planning on pressing charges against Tyler anyway, but Isabel stands firm, warning Jubal that his choice is to sign the paperwork and accept a suspension or be terminated altogether. Ironically, Jubal's sabotage of his career may have been for nothing, as Tyler is angry that he intervened and wants to face the same punishment as his friends. Jubal leaving would make FBI's cast problem worse. The New York field office is already short-staffed after Tiffany's exit. Jeremy Sisto as Jubal Valentine talking angrily in FBI. FBI's New York field office has been having staffing problems since Tiffany left after the Season 7 premiere. Scola has been left without a permanent partner, 2 partners did not work out after 1 episode, and FBI's Sydney Ortiz is scheduled to leave again within a few episodes. Thus, the field office is already operating with 1 less person than it needs. However, the show can work around this casting issue by giving Scola temporary partners in each episode, all of whom work under the same lead as Jubal is one of the leaders in FBI, making him more difficult to replace. He not only directs each investigation but often coordinates with other teams, appearing by video chat to offer information or guidance to FBI, Most Wanted's Fugitive Task Force or FBI, International's Fly Team. Thus, his absence leaves a large hole in the New York field office. This problem would be difficult to resolve under the best of circumstances, but losing a lead agent while the field office is short-staffed would make it difficult for the team to function appropriately. Can FBI really get rid of Jubal? There are no indications so far that he is leaving permanently, but the storyline takes him out of the action. There is no news indicating that Jeremy Sisto is planning on leaving FBI or that his character has been written out. However, Jubal's suspension makes it likely that he will not appear in the next few episodes. There could be several reasons for Jubal being written out temporarily, but the most likely is that it is a cost-cutting measure. An earlier FBI cast update delivered the news that cast members would be rotated in and out of episodes to save money, and Jubal's suspension offers a plausible reason for his absence. The FBI should not write Jubal out permanently, as there are already casting issues following Tiffany's departure in Season 7's premiere episode. Although FBI justified Tiffany's exit, it would be harder to explain Jubal's, considering his years of service and the sympathetic nature of his decision to break the rules. Additionally, there is a much worse potential ethical violation in the future, considering OA's relationship with his sketchy former army buddy. So, if OA ends up breaking the law, firing Jubal for a far less concerning offense will seem ridiculous.